Buonasera and good evening everybody, MannwidaPlann here. Welcome back everybody to the amazingly beautiful world of No Man's Sky on the Xbox One. Thanks for coming to join us today guys, hope you're doing well, hope you're doing great. I'm doing pretty good myself, really enjoying this, Thank you guys for the little bit of feedback on the new layout of the channel. I'm very happy that sticking with one at a time, making a secondary one and such things seems like an interesting idea to you fellows. It does make it a lot easier for me keeping track of where I am in games, so that's really going to help. God, there's one of those stupid dudes around somewhere, isn't there? I can see you. I got the indicator on my HUD. I know you're here. So welcome everybody to the amazing world, which I've decided to call Malaxia. Now, I've been on this planet for quite some time off camera between this episode and the last, getting a little bit of things taken care of. Because we got our new upgrade to our scanner, we have been able to make plenty of money from scanning all the things around on this planet, and I think I'm missing a few creatures, but everything else I've pretty much unlocked. And I discovered those things, which are interesting. I believe they're called metal fingers. Metal fingers. I thought I had scanned them already, but they contain uranium and gold, which is interesting. I'm going to grab those guys. But we found ourselves yet another drop pod over here, and I wanted to bring you guys back because I have been doing a little bit of work on some refining stuff. I believe it's empty at the moment now. It is indeed. But I've been making myself some ionized cobalt, and I'm going to make a thing of carrying some of this stuff. Where are we? Also got a couple of random little things here that I've found that look fairly valuable. I think I'm going to hold on to those for the time being. And we've also got an extra stack of ionized cobalt and some more technology modules, of which I have been gathering many. I'll show you guys all about it in just a hot second. Let's head into here and take care of this dude, because that's the first thing I'm wanting. I've already fixed that and the hologrammer thing. And now it's just this dude for the ionized cobalt. So I'm going to make a thing of carrying some antimatter and some ionized cobalt at all times, because this is very, very handy for us. More of the exosuit cargo, please, because it's very expensive to buy these upgrades now. So it's better to actually find these and fix them. Let's go ahead and do that, see if it actually worked. And it did not. Again, seems to be whenever you open up a new row, it doesn't recognize the slot straight away, but I'm hoping once we've got a couple more, then it'll actually count that like it did last time. So that's pretty sweet and amazing. I'm very happy about that. Let's go ahead and pick up our save point and pick up our portable refiner, and you'll also love to see that I have got my bolt caster up and running. I've also taken care of a couple of upgrades to the multi-tool. We've got our terrain manipulator back, we've got our advanced beam that we already had, and we have our bolt caster installed in here now as well. I do have the blueprint for this guy, the waveform recycler, although now I kind of feel like I'm not going to worry about using it so much, so that's definitely a thing as well. We need to get some stuff made for our little ship, because he's not... I mean, he's a piece of shit. He really is. He's not doing that well at all. And we do have in here the rocket launcher, which I'm going to be needing a little bit more copper for. However, so many things to tell you guys about. It's absolutely unbelievable. One thing that I am wanting to do is that in the last episode, we got our very first capital ship, and we sent away one of our freighters, and you can see in the lower right of the screen there, the freighter has indeed returned, and we need to go and debrief it and find out what all of that is about. This stuff looks pretty amazing and awesome. Let's try to gather it without that dude going nuts. Will he go nuts? Oh man, this is going to take a bit of time. I mean, it says that it's super valuable because it's got those golden 3 markers on it. I think that means super valuable stuff. So I'm going to guess this is going to be worth gathering. Let's see if I can pull this stuff together without getting into a buttload of trouble with that sentry drone. Well, that takes a literal age to gather. How much do we get? Oh, we get a lot. Oh, we get a lot of it. That's great. That's very good to know. Now, I have seen those around on this planet quite a bit, so that's good for us. We're definitely going to be utilizing those. However, we shall return back to our space station, our capital ship first off, and see what that dude's got to do with it. I have got myself a good amount of money. I think I'm rocking nearly 2 mil. Just over 2 mil, 2.5 mil, which is awesome. So we're going to go and take care of that. I've already discovered this place. What do you speak about, game? That's strange. Let's head up to our capital ship. He's over the other side of the planet. That's not a problem. We can summon him over this way and see what is actually going on with this. Alright, good. So down. Let's see if we can bring this guy in. Yeah, round about there should be absolutely fine. Boom! I love how those things arrive. It's awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on a better one of these. This doesn't have a lot of slots, so let's head on into here and see how he's doing. We need to rename it as well. Any suggestions for a good monolith name of the capital ship? Very appreciated them down below. Although we will be getting a new one of this. It's called the Whack-A-Mar, and it kind of reminds me of Warhammer at the moment, so I might just call it the Warhammer. Alright, beautiful. Now I can't wait to see what else we can build on this thing. I'm super excited about it. I wonder what it's going to all be about. How do I get up? Where's the way up? It's over there. Alright, excellent. Here we are approaching the bridge. Now this is indeed the command station room. Let's have a word here and see what's going on. Fleet command online. Calibrating to fleet commander of the new star. Debrief. How did it go for you, dude? Covered 1,000 light years. Very good. Log entry. Dispatch scouts across the Owisha run system. All reports negative. Moving to next. Perform deep space scan in the Nokonagoo sector. Celestial bodies observed. Discovery data worth 22 units. Purchase supplies in the Yarnu system. Merchant revealed Cutsby's carbon source on planet. Purchased heavily. Profit units times 31,000. Okay. Dispatch scouts. All report negative. Returned home to fleet. Assumed formation at capital ship awaiting debrief. Okay, so they went around, they discovered a couple of things, they did a little bit of trading, and that's about it, and they made a little bit of money. 31,000 units. Huh, okay. Very interesting indeed. What else could potentially be net worthable for this? We do have a bit of money to spend, so we could actually expand the fleet, which I'm thinking of doing today. That does sound like an interesting idea. Perhaps we can get 2 and send them both on an expedition together. That sounds like an interesting idea as well, don't you think? Curious and curious. We have the money, so let's go and check out what we can actually do here. Whoa, here's a few just rocking up to say hello. How's it going, dudes? Jesus! Man, those hyperspace jumps are pretty epic and unbelievable. Let's have a look here. So are all you guys recruitable? What is this big, beautiful dude in the middle here? Except from big and beautiful. I mean, you're massive. Defensive turrets, things like that. Oh, you can take them on? Ooh, you could indeed take them on. I feel like that's a bad idea for us to do, is taking them on. There's a recruitable frigate over there. Actually, there's a couple of recruitable frigates, but they all look the same as the one that I'm currently rocking at the moment. Ah, nuts. I'm gonna have to kick some butt again. Come here, douchebag. Get your butt back here and take it like a spaceman. Come back here. There you go. There we are. I believe that's all of them. Much better. Okay, now where were we? Ah, yes, we were looking at some of these capital ships and potential of recruiting them to our cause. This guy over here looks kind of interesting. So I'm guessing we come over to them, we just kind of hang out nearby. That's it, we get an incoming message. Here we are. Greetings, traveler. Do you seek to expand your fleet? You'll find my starship among the finest in the sector. Very well, Traveller Captain, we should rendezvous with the rest of the fleet immediately. Let's have a look at it. 2.1 million, it's a mining vessel. That sounds a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? An industrial specialist. Our other one is exploration and trade, so having one of these in our arsenal will definitely be handy. 2.1 million, I've actually got enough for it. Let's go. Boom, and he's gone. And I'm guessing that that means he's going to be hanging out with our capital ship. Let's go and say hello to the guys and see what he's got to do for us, shall we? Once we get away from the other large ships. There we are, much nicer, much nicer. I do like this little capital ship, buddy. Now, we did get offered to get a new main frigate, and I'm wondering if we have to find ones that are in distress and needing to be fixed. Was that scrapper junk behind me? Was that scrapper junk? Has he been parked here the entire time and I didn't even know? Tell me it is. Tell me it is, that'd be amazing. It is, it's scrapper junk too. He's been sitting here ready to be used by us. That's amazing. So we could potentially go and sell him for another ship or something like that too. So we can keep multiples. That's awesome. Super cool. Alright, let's head up to the bridge command and see what we can do with this other new shiny ship of ours. Alright, here we are. Now, I haven't figured out how to refuel these guys yet. I feel like that's definitely something that we need to be taking care of. Let's have a word with our plan and dispatch guy. New expeditions. Let's have a little look-see here. We have a brand new ship on our person. I should probably go to the manager first, really, shouldn't I? There we are. Manage fleet. We have the new star. And who's this? The Ingort Singer. Let's have a look-see here. Here's a C-Class Industrial Specialist vessel, terraforming beams. Very good. Progress to next rank, so they rank up and level up as well. That's pretty interesting and amazing. I like it. Very cool. Crew mood is fanatical. That's probably not a great thing. That's probably not the greatest thing for them to be fanatics. Let's think of a new name for him though, shall we? Good name as any. I keep remembering all of those Viking guys that we keep saying, and the only word of those that I know is interloper. So, the interloper. I'll go ahead and call it that. Sounds like a great idea. Alright, now let's look at potentially giving these guys a mission. I don't know if they're going to be able to do something together, or if they should send them on one each. Let's have a gander here. So what do we have? Another voyage of discovery. Balanced expedition. Combat 1 or Combat 1. So we don't actually have anything that's particularly as a mining thing, perhaps. There's a balanced expedition, though, which we could potentially throw all of them in. Sounds like a good idea, and we'll see how them all do. We're still kind of testing this. So we'll send the New Star, and we'll send the Interloper. Alright, good. Now again, it says fuel required 100 tons. It doesn't say about anything else. Can we... Oh, what is this stuff? Temporary frigate upgrades. Mind control device. Holographic analyzer. Mineral compressor. Explosive drones. And a fuel oxidizer. Very interesting. Now, apparently we don't have the ability to do any of these things. Maybe we have to make these upgrades first and then install them. Perhaps it's definitely something I'll check out a little bit later. Let's send those guys on their way. See you later, dudes. Best of luck to you. And we shall return down to that beautiful looking planet. As there's one thing I didn't notice when I was down there, is I could see other planets in orbit around it, or rather close enough to it, to be of worthy note. So that's definitely something that I want to do. There is a couple of missions or so that are related to that place. I've got lots of places to explore on the other worlds as well. So what I'm thinking of doing is to put down a little base there, which I can use as kind of a home hub, although we do have this beautiful place. But there's other things I want to be doing. I want to be checking out the new buildable components that I have here, because I have indeed... What was that ship like? Oh, the yellow one. I have indeed been gathering up quite a bit of the salvage data to get my hands on more of the blueprints, more of the building components. And I've got a fair few of them done, so... these guys. Are those the same guys? I believe they are the same guys. Alright, let's head our way down and I'll show you guys what I've been up to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cramming our way down, super hot. Turns out there's a nice looking area just around about here, right below the freighter, which is interesting. Let's head our way down anyway. Is there anything nearby? Finding somewhere that has like a trader or something would be quite good for me, just so I can sell stuff at the same time as I'm doing things. That spot over there looks very nice anyway. Very curious. So we're going to have a little bit of a mosey around, see if I can find somewhere that I'll be able to trade with some people, just so I'm able to sell stuff that I don't want, potentially buy things that I need, would be great. I have discovered a few places around here, but finding them is always a little bit tricksy, and we'll find ourselves a spot to actually build ourselves a little bit of a temporary base here while we explore this system. So let's see what I can find. I'll bring you guys back in just a hot second. And what would you know, that would do just perfectly. There happens to be a little bit of a trading hub right here. That's kind of useful. That's not far away at all. Now, if I have a look about for somewhere that would be a nice spot for me to build into, preferably quite nearby. Well, look at that. Doesn't that area look just beautiful? Right next to a pretty little lake thing down there. Yeah, let's check that out. That'll do just fine and dandy, I believe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Get nice and close. There we are. Alright, excellent. Because I have unlocked a lot more new building places that I want to be checking out. But we've also got a lot of random data to be looking at as well. Actually, this place is a little bit lumpy. Quite a bit lumpy, but that's okay. I believe that the terrain building will alter that as we actually play for it. We've got a sentry drone over there, but they are sparse on this planet, so it shouldn't be a huge problem. Let's go ahead and drop down our blueprint animalizer, and I'll show you guys what I've been up to here. Awaiting input. More blueprint research. I believe I'm carrying, yep, 42 of the things. So I've actually gone through this and got all of the cheaper stuff to try and get new stuff unlocked on the pages. And I can see there's actually less stuff here, but it's still the same thing. The more stuff that I learn, more stuff appears. So I'm hoping to actually get pretty much all of this taken care of. The biodome looks amazing and I want it. 10 points for that. Bye-bye. That's gone. The viewing sphere also looks pretty amazing, so I'll take that as well. Another 10. Yikes. Foundational strut. For elevated constructions, that looks very good as well. What other new stuff is being amazed, though? Some other new stuff is coming into here, but I can't quite see what it is. Very interesting. Let's get a hollow door. I'm going to need more, aren't I? That's only one. The window's only one. Cuboid room, okay. Yeah, it's still the same amount of stuff, so we're getting more just metal frontage, foundation strut, cuboid room. I mean, we're going to be unlocking everything anyway, so let's just keep going. Let's just keep going, and we'll see what else we can find. Curved cuboid roof. Get that guy? Ah, okay, it's actually adding this stuff here. And that's us actually all out of stuff. So I may go on a little bit more of an expedition to gather even more salvage data, because I want all of this stuff done. I want to know where the newer things are. That's definitely going to be a thing. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so some interesting things happened there. I actually had another fly around here trying to find somewhere that actually had a little merchant, like one of the minor settlements or so that I could find, because I was looking for somewhere I could buy technologies as well. Mostly because I didn't like the terrain here. And then I thought to myself, well, I've got the terrain manipulator, so surely there must be something we can do here. Now, I was a little bit curious, because every time you hit the create, you always get this ball, and then I noticed it in the lower right-hand side of the screen there. Shape and material options is on up, so we can head here. We can change the rock mountain, underwater cave, base I guess we'll use, and then change shape. We can make a square. We can make a freaking square. Now you can't delete stuff in the shape of a square, sadly, which is a bit of a shame. The mining always seems to happen in a circle, but I can dig out all of that area and then use the square to make a flat-ish area near enough lower to the water level the way that I'd like it. There's a little trade outpost just on top of one of those hills. I think it's that one up there. Yep, there it is. Yeah, registered as unknown building, but it's actually a trade outpost. So that's what I'm going to work on for the time being. Now, if you're wondering where the face cam was on the last couple of episodes, I had tried to export it as a separate file, as it allows me to render the videos quicker. Rather, render them into the file and then put them into editing. It runs a little bit faster. However, it turned out to be a lot of problems with the timing. Some of my video feed was being recorded at double speed for some reason, and it caused a huge mess, and I lost some of it, so I'm very sorry about that. But the face cam is back up, and we're going to keep it as is, exporting like this. Takes a bit longer to make my episodes, but makes it a lot easier for everything being done. With that said, you're probably also wondering, man, why aren't you building your ship? Why aren't you building your base on a freighter? Why aren't you building your base on the freighter, man? Because I'm going to get a new freighter. I don't like the look of that one so much. I've seen that the other ones that are nearby look very pretty, so I'm hoping to find a better one of those once we get some more monies, and I'd like to have a base location, try out the new building spots and see what we can do with it. So with all that said, I'm going to get along with it. I'm going to try to terraform this terrain in a way that I like the look of it, that I'll be able to make a nice little base in the middle of this little valley, down by this water. I think it will turn out to be quite a good little spot once I've flattened out this area and made enough room, because you almost got like a little kind of ramp leading up that way as well, which looks pretty awesome. So I'm going to have a play around, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit and see what I can get done.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new...
Alright, a little bit of a change of plan. That was not going to work out so well. In theory, it would have worked just fine. However, there's a lot of terrain to manipulate around there, so I wasn't quite keen on it. However, after a little bit more of a fly around, I found this little outpost, little minor settlement here. Inside is one of the shops and one of the galactic trade markets and tool thing where you can potentially buy a new tool. And it's got a landing pad here as well. Now, I had an interesting idea. Can I claim an area nearby this dude and potentially build part of my base into his build? Could it be a thing? Let us find out. Something else I haven't even thought about trying. Here's the base computer. It also means that I could put the base computer somewhere to make it look like it was kind of built in as part of the scenery, such as over here with the save point perhaps. Do you think it would be a thing? I'm not entirely sure. How do we rotate? Oh, okay, we don't rotate like that. Yeah, kind of. You know what? Let's pick you back up and let's put you around about here. Something like that. Let's see how you look now. Alright, beautiful. I was thinking this was going to be a pretty easy recording today. I have a lot to cut out, so I do apologize if it gets a bit choppy. Let's see what you have to say. E10 Outpost. Searching archives. No prior claim to the site. Okay, excellent. So I could claim this area and build as part of his build, because there's a lot of flat terrain around here. This dude I could do some trading and such with. Tell me it's not turning nighttime already, and it's just a cloud. Please. Please. Ah, god dang it. Why is it forever nighttime for me whenever I try to record anything on Xbox? Alright, yeah, I think this is going to work really well. Let's give it a go. Because I have an idea about... Are you scanning that beacon? Really? Really? I'm going to have to kick his butt. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yep. Give it. Give it to me. And I have indeed claimed a base. Look at all the ships circling because I am hogging up the landing pad. There's another dude just up on top of the hill there, I've just noticed. He's definitely going to have to be checked out. Now we should be able to start constructing things here. Let's see here. Here we go. Right. Storage. Oh, I wish. I'm pretty sure that this doesn't work as actual storage. I'm pretty sure. But let's put one down just to try it. I'm pretty sure it's just a decoration. Yeah, I can't interact with it or do anything with it. Never mind, we'll leave that one there. Right, let's have a little gander here. Basic components. Wood, concrete, metal. Alright, that's very good. I have been unlocking a lot of this stuff, so I've got loads of concrete pieces hanging around here, which I kind of like the look of the concrete stuff. It is quite nice. What does the metal look like? I apologize. That was the metal that I was looking at. Yeah, I think it's going to be metal because it will fit in with this guy quite nicely. However, there are some other parts that I'm interested in. Would it be under decoration? No, it would not. Would it be under structure? Windows, doors and ladders, small rooms, frames and foundations. Oh, baby, look at this big circular thing. Cylindrical room frame. Interesting. Ah, here we are, pavings. It takes pure ferrite to do this, but what I'm wondering is if I could potentially make a bit of paving that kind of joins up with this door, do you think? Kind of look like it's like part of his build that way, don't you think? So if I went around about there, I can't go any closer, I don't think. No, I can only get around about there, and then it says no. So we could kind of do like that. Aha! And then it will snap across. Oh wait, and then it won't allow me to put one here. Perhaps. And will you allow me to put one there now? Oh, you will. Oh, but now you won't let me put one here. Huh. How strange. So let's go back again. Let's go to delete. And let's put another one. You're not going to... Oh, you're going to let me put one here now. So why will you not... Oh, it makes like straight one-lane paving. Right, okay. Ah, here we go. There's a bigger one. Okay, we're figuring it out, guys. We're figuring it out. Let's have a look-see here. I'm hoping I'm getting back to pure ferrite when I'm deleting these parts. So now if we got a larger one. Oh, that looks a little bit more the ticket, don't you think? Yeah, now it's kind of got a little bit of a dip in the terrain now. So let's try... Now, will it be higher up? It will. It will raise up if I put it here. Oh, I'm going to have to try and guesstimate it again, aren't I? To try and get this to line up just the way I want it to. Alright, that brings you to about there in the terrain. My goodness, placing in this camera is a little bit tricky. Maybe it would be easier to build in first person. What do you think? Should we try it? We haven't used a lot of first person in this game in particular so far, but let's give this a shot. Maybe it will make it a little bit easier to place stuff down. So under construction, all the way along to... Where were you? So I'm going to think it's going to be about like that. And then hopefully... There we are. Oh, look at that. Very good indeed. Now I think I can turn back to third. I just find the first person camera a little bit janky. I prefer this one. There we are. Now that's very nice. I like the look of this. Alright, let's lay out a few more of these guys. And just kind of bring out... I can now put doubles of these dudes hanging out here, which is great. So Let's bring you over like that, probably to round about here, I think. And then kind of just put you that way a little bit. Something like that. Alright, good, good. Now one of the first things I'm interested in doing is this circular foundation. However, I have the cylindrical room frame, and I'm unsure where the actual room is. Which is quite interesting. Perhaps, oh wait, large rooms. Boom. Oh wow, this is pretty expensive stuff. I'm going to need a lot of purified ferrite. A lot of pure ferrite. All of this stuff is pure ferrite. Glass. Where do I get my hands on glass as well? That's interesting. Look at these things. They all look amazing. I'm super pumped and excited about this. Small rooms. Ah! It's literally like a tiny little box. How interesting. Is this, you can actually build like parts of a room yourself if you wanted to? Oh, very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Although this one won't allow me to place anywhere. Very, very curious. Let's have a look instead at the actual cylindrical room. I'm guessing we need the foundation first, I'm going to assume. I'm going to be guessing so. Rooms and foundations, cylindrical room. That is quite magnificent indeed. So if I was to put it like this, I mean, again, I don't know where the snap points or anything are on these things. So it's quite interesting to see what will happen with this. Now we can put the frame down as well, but I don't really know what that does, which is quite curious. We've also got these awesome kind of platform frames as well. But I am unknowing as how to raise them up. Very curious. Let's start just by dropping one of these down here and see what happens with it. Bam! We have ourselves a circular frame. Now, to put the circular room, we are going to be needing a lot more purified ferrite. So I'm going to have to get some ferrite gathering on the go. And just as it's turned nighttime, absolutely perfect. So I'm going to get a buttload of the purified ferrite. I got some of these other things, like message modules and such like this. I tried the communication station, wondering if it would give me access to the galactic network, but it does not. It literally allows you to leave a message inside of it, and that's it. Which means I don't know what this is for. Very interesting. Nevertheless, I'm going to get some work done, and I'll catch you guys in just a little bit. Alright, a little bit more progress. Now, I must admit, I'm going to give a heads up. I do apologize if there are some random unexpected cuts throughout this one, as I'm currently testing how well everything works by queuing up exports from the capture software. So there's a couple already rendering out at the moment, and I'm currently recording as well. So hopefully everything's going to be fine, but let me know if everything seems a little bit glitchy. I'm sure I'll notice it in editing and try to correct it as best as I can. So while I was away there, I've just been gathering some more ferrite dust and things. I decided to put down one of these dudes, which is the message module. Not to leave a message just because it looks cool sat at the door like that. Got our other bits put down and around here along with my save point, and there was a couple of things I'm interested in checking out, so I'm going to try to build them and just test out what they do, because I couldn't quite make sense of it from the description. So let's see along here. We'll get another one of these guys just like so, followed by one of these dudes. Now I did notice as well on the rotate under the left and right bumper, if you tap it you get that, but if you hold it down you can use the left stick and actually rotate it to the angle that you want, which is really freaking handy if you're trying to make yourself a new base location and yeah, you're kind of wanting to get it facing the correct direction. I think that's right. So now it should have an out point over here. Excellent. Now will I be able to make myself another circular room here with enough space, or will it clip into the other building? It will. How about a square one? How you feeling for a square one? How about... Hello? No, not going to fit? Ah, dang it. Had a feeling that it probably wouldn't fit. Nevertheless, I'll figure something to do with that. Did that say I'm out of stuff? Don't have enough pure ferrite? You're kidding me. I just made loads of this stuff. Oh, no. It appears as though I've actually ran out of pure ferrite again. I thought I made an absolute buttload of it, but apparently not. What a huge, huge shame. Nevertheless, let us have a little bit of a look in one of the parts that I have been getting myself ready for. And here inside of this dude looks interesting. It's called a construction terminal, so I'm wondering what this is about and what it's for. It would look pretty good in here, so I'm going to drop it down right there. Limited 1 per base. What do you do? The construction terminal requires a skilled overseer for operation. You can recruit overseers in space stations. Huh. So we need somebody to operate this thing. I don't actually know what it does. That's very interesting. Gonna have to be having a look at that for sure. Now, some of the other stuff that I have been taking a look at is inside of here under the permanent technologies. This is interesting. I don't know what it is. Base salvage capsule. Let's go ahead and come through into this room and put this guy in here. Oh, kind of eats up the place a bit, doesn't he? Well, you know what? He looks pretty beautiful just like that. No, that way. Yeah, let's do that. So what are you? Limited 1 per base. Is this the same thing? Storage container inventory 48 slots. What is this? And why is there stuff in here? Well, isn't that the dangest thing? It's a storage container for the base. Oh my goodness gravy. Oh baby, I'm so happy right now. This is amazing. Can I... Oh wait, hang on. I can't... Oh, I can take stuff out. But I can't put stuff in. What sorcery is this? So if I take all of this out... What? Why are there things appearing here? Storage container inventory, 48 slots. There's a save point here, which is very strange, as I've got one outside, but that's pretty much it. Previous base item cache. What sorcery is this? Has that taken my save point up from outside? No, my save point is definitely still here. I am very confused as to what that is. I'll have to do a little bit of research about that guy. How very, very interesting. One of the other ones that I know that I am going to be wanting inside of this permanent technologies is this dude, the health station. Definitely has to be a thing. I'm sure I made a metal plating. Pretty sure that I had made a metal plate. Well, let's go ahead and refine the rest of that ferrite dust. That'll give me the next room that I want, which would be nice. Go ahead and drop you into here. There we are. You do your thing. And that'll give me a space to be able to make that plate, I hope. Although I've just refined all the ferrite dust because I'm an idiot. Okay, no, definitely don't have enough to be building that other room yet. I'm going to have to get some more work done, and we are running out of time here. So let's have a look-see at what this dude is all about, because I can make him one now. Again, limited 1 per base. Makes sense, I suppose. Pop that guy there. Now I can refill my health on it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good, because I had been noticing how bad it is when you're running around without all 3 of those health bars in the top right, top left there. That's definitely an important thing for us. Alright, beautiful. What else was it that I had seen that I was very, very curious about? I'm sure it was under the permanent technologies. It was indeed this guy, Le Portal. Now, wouldn't a great spot for a portal be around about here at the center, next to all of this funness? We could put one just there. I think that looks pretty good there. Now, I haven't played around with the portals at all, but having one here will definitely be useful. Boom, there it is. Absolutely great. Now, we've even got that guy. That's very interesting. I'll have to see about recruiting one of those dudes. Under here, we just have the 1 farming module. Now, I'm very curious as to what I need to do to unlock the more of the building parts. But this is coming together pretty well. I feel like we've got ourselves a decent little bit of a setup now in a system with a lot more worlds to explore. I did also have a bit of an event while I was doing my off-camera work, the freighters that I sent away for an expedition, both of them had a little bit of an incident and have returned broken, and we need to be going and checking those guys out and making sure they're fixed up and ready to roll and getting back to work. But that, my friends, is going to be in the next episode. Do apologize if it's been a bit long, as I kind of got a little bit more to chew on this time, and I got a little bit caught away by finding just the right base location place. But you know what? I feel like this is quite a nice little spot. I'm going to get some more work done, get a little bit more purified ferrite ready so that we can get a little bit more building done in the next episode, thinking another room, another set of corridors to another room at the back maybe. Got to find somewhere to put a landing pad. We've got all this space behind this guy's building to play with, and I quite like it. I think having this base next to his and connected this way actually looks pretty sweet. Let me know what you guys think of it if you like it as well. And if you have enjoyed the episode, do me a huge favour, hit the like button for me. And of course, if you're looking forward to more, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any other episodes that come to the channel in the next few days. Until next time, everybody, thanks very much for joining. Take care, everybody. All the best. And I can't wait to see you all again soon.